Hello friends, this is Anjali Devi. A very good morning to all of you. Let's continue lesson 2 of Satavahanas from AP History for Group 1 Mains. This starts with Gautami Putra Satakarni. He has ruled from 75 to 110 AD. Greatest among the Satavahanas, Nasik inscription of Gautami Balasri and Gautami Putra Satakarni are the major sources. He unified Andhra Desha by including Assika, Asmaka, Mulaka, Vidarbha in the first phase of the war and Kshaharata in the second phase. That's why he is known as Kshaharata Niravaseshakara. Nasik inscription revealed the expansion of Satavahana kingdom during Gautami Putra Satakarni. Nasik inscription has revealed the kingdom names like Asmaka, nowadays it is known as Nizambad and Aurangabad, Assika, south of Asmaka, the region between Krishna and Godavari, Mulaka, Paithan, Saurashtra, South Kathiawad, Kukura, eastern Rajasthan, and Aparanta, northern Konkan and northern Maharashtra. He has the titles of Kshaharata Niravaseshakara and Paravarana Vikrama, Setru Bhayankara, Samara Sirasi Vijitampu Sanghata, Agama Nilaya, Paramadharmika, Paramata Sahishnu. These are the titles of Gautami Putra Satakarni. Gautami Putra Satakarni considered as the greatest among Satavahanas and he has the title of Kshaharata Niravaseshakara. So this is about Gautami Putra Satakarni. Let's come to Pulomavi II. He is known as Dakshina Padheshwara. Chantanuni Andhav inscription tells that Pulomavi II lost Kathiawad. The feudatories like Kurus lived advantage due to aggressions of Chantana and Pulomavi. Due to the wars with Kshatrapas, Pulomavi II lost control over western regions, but he took enough care about eastern regions. Next come to Sivasri Satakarni. He is the brother of Pulomavi II. He married Mahakshatrapa's Rudradaman's daughter Rudradamanika. Then Yagnesri, the last ruler in greater Satavahanas. Nasik, Kanheri, Chinaganjam are the inscriptions that were having information about Yagnesri. He ruled Andhra Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Birar, Konkan, Saurashtra, Maharashtra, which means that he has acquired the regions that were lost by earlier rulers. Nagarjunacharya, who is known as the second Buddha of Buddhism, praised him as Trisamudradishwara. Yagnesri is being praised by Nagarjunacharya as Trisamudradishwara. You should remember the titles very well and you should know the concept behind those titles. He built Mahachaityas in Sri Parvata. Bana, who was the courtier of Yagnesri, written Harsha Charita. You should remember books, names and titles and the languages that were used in those books. Nagarjunacharya was killed in the hands of Satavahana's prince. That's all about Yagnesri. Then Vijayasri Satakarni, Chandrasri and Pulomavi III. This is the chronology. There were 30 rulers of Satavahanas ruled Andhra Desha, but we have discussed very briefly about the chronology because the group 1 examination of mains is not about the facts, it is about concepts. So I want to give the concepts. For the foundation of chronology, I have given the brief history of chronology of around 15 to 20 rulers and I have given the names. Last ruler is Pulomavi III. Then come to reasons of decline of Satavahanas. Shakas have started aggression against Satavahanas soon after the death of Yagnesri. Yagnesri was considered as the greater among lost rulers of Satavahanas. So, after the death of Yagnesri, Shakas have started aggression against Satavahanas. During these wars, feudatories of Satavahanas like Kurus, they are not Kuras, Kurus, Chutus, Ikshvakas declared independence. Satavahanas lost their control over western ports, which was a blatant hit to the decline of Satavahanas. Puranas considered Pulomavi III as Anyastheyam, which means different one. Pulomavi III was considered as he belongs to another branch of their dynasty. Yuga Purana states that quarrel between the regnal powers of Satavahana was also one of the reasons for their decline. According to Macedonia inscription of Shantamula, Chantamula of Ikshvakas expelled Pulomavi III out of Dhanyakataka. After this invasion, Pulomavi III ruled Ballari region for few years. So these are the reasons for decline of Satavahanas. After the death of Agnisri, Shaka started aggression. Feudatories like Kurus, Chutus and Ikshvakas declared their independence, and Satavahanas lost their control over western ports. That was a blatant hit to them. And Puranas considered Pulomavi III as Anyastheyam, who is considered as he belongs to another branch of their dynasty. And the wars and quarrels between the regnal powers of Satavahanas was also one of the reasons for their decline. So we have discussed about the chronology and the reasons for the decline of Satavahanas. Let's come to administration. Satavahana Empire was expanded from Aravali regions to Nilagiri ranges and lied between eastern and western oceans. Satavahana's rule was flourished with economic strength as well as fine arts development. So, administration. Satavahanas derived the administration and sovereignty from Mauryans. I have already discussed that Satavahanas declared their independence after the death of King Ashoka. So, they have derived the administrative system from Mauryans. Their administration was based on Dharma Shastras and Ardhashastra of Kautilya. You all very much aware of that. Ardhashastra is not about economic development. It is about statecraft. So administration of Satavahanas was based on Dharma Shastras and Ardhashastra of Kautilya. There is a view that reign of Satavahanas was matriarchal. Is it so? It is derived like that because the rulers have used their mother's name as precursor. But it was observed that the above view was incorrect, as there the founder of dynasty was Satavahana, through whom the ruling authority has been derived. Apart from this, Balasri eulogized her son Gautamiputra Satakarni as Kula Purusha Paramparagata Vipula Rajyam. Kula Purusha Paramparagata Vipula Rajyam. These sentences were being translated by me from the book AP History by BSL Hanumantrao Garu. Thanks to him, which means that Satakarni acquired the kingship from his father, not from his mother. So it is not matriarchal and rather it is patriarchal. As the rulers have used their mother's name as precursor to their name, it can be said that the ruling power, ruling authority was matrilineal. Matrilineal, not matriarchal. Satavahanas have the titles like Raja, Maharaja. Gautamiputra Satakarni was regarded as Rama Keshava. Hence, it can be understood that the king was regarded as the Lord. Satavahana's rulers were efficient, admirable in the aspects like fine arts, shastras, like law, and in war arts. They have collected the taxes as per Dharma Shastras. Satavahana's administration was not centralized. You should remember this. It is not centralized. The power of minting the coins was with feudatories. There were bureaucrats to look after the administration during Satavahanas. Vishwamatya, Rajamatya, Mahamatra, Mahataraka Chamberlain, Kandagarika, Heranika, Pratihara, Lekhaka, who is a writer, Nibandakara, Pattika Palaka were the officers' terminology used in their rule. The salary was usually paid in cash. Land revenue was the major source to the treasury. Land revenue was major source to the treasury. The king was not the complete owner of land. They have imposed two different types of taxes on land. The share of the king on the crop was called as Deyameya or Rajabhaga. The share of the king on the crop was called as Deyameya or Rajabhaga. The land of king or ruler was called as Rajakanketa. King's land is known as Rajakanketa. Shatavahanas granted lands to Brahmanas and Shramana Kulas. Satavahanas used the huge army force. Hathigumpa inscription mentioned about the Chaturanga forces of the army. Amaravati inscription mentioned the alignment of four forces. From front side that was occupied by Padati Dala, that is infantry, and the sides by cavalry. Short swords, circular knives were used by the army. Archery was also one of the major war skills during Shatavahanas. There were two types of army forces by name Kataka and Skandavara based on the service conditions. Kataka were permanent service based and Skandavara are temporary service based, or in emergency services they used to provide the service to Satavahanas. So those are known as Skandavaras. The towns were fortified. The army used to situate at the center of the each capital. That is about administration. So we have learnt about administration was derived from Mauryans and it is based on Dharma Shastras and Artha Shastras. And reign was patriarchal. The king was regarded as lord. They were efficient in aspects like arts and shastras. Taxes are also as per the Dharma Shastras. And Shatavahana's administration was not centralized, and there were officers like Amatyas during Satavahanas, and the salary was in cash. Land revenue was the major source. Deyameya and Rajabhaga was the share of the king, and king's land is known as Rajakanketa. And there was a huge army force like infantry and cavalry, and there are two types of army forces like Kataka and Skandavara. The towns were fortified. The army used to situate at the center of the each capital. Let's come to local administration. The kingdom was divided into aharas. As a country can be divided into states, the kingdom was divided into aharas during Satavahanas. The inscriptions mention few names of aharas like Somarahara, Govardhanahara, Mamalahara, Satavahanihara. Amatyas were the rulers of aharas, and Amatyas were not been appointed on the inheritance basis, but it is on excellence basis. Senapati, the army chief, he has the power on some regions. Those powers are similar to the powers of feudatories. The word that was mentioned in the inscriptions, Gulmika, is about these chiefs who were acted as landlords. There were civil associations during Satavahanas which are known as Nigamas. Nigama associations were trade associations. Barakucha, Pratishtana, Tagara, Govardhana, Sopara, Kalyana, Nasik, Dhanyakatka were important trade centers. Primary unit of administration was the village. Gramika or Gramani was the village head. So that's about local administration. Let us revise once again. The kingdom was divided into aharas. Amatyas were the heads of those aharas, and it was not on inheritance basis. Senapati have some powers. Gulmika, about these chiefs only who are acted as landlords. There were civil associations called Nigamas. Nigamas were trade associations. There were important trade centers like Barakucha, Pratishtana, Tagara, Govardhana, Sopara, Kalyana and Nasik, Dhanyakataka. The primary unit of administration was village. Gramani or Gramika was the village head. So that's all about lesson 2. We have discussed about The chronology after Hala, Gautamiputra Satakarni, Pulomavi 2, Sivasri Satakarni, Yagneshri, and last one is Pulomavi 3, the reasons for the decline of Satavahanas, and administration at local level. So that's all about the second lesson of Satavahanas. In the next lesson, we shall discuss the economic conditions, socio-religious conditions, and revival of Hinduism. Thank you so much. Please subscribe and like, share, comment. And I am going to give a question on it. Please describe the controversy over origin or home of Satavahanas. It is for 15 marks. You just write it on your own by going through these lessons. Thank you so much. Thank you.